Hello friends, welcome to this video on MicroStrategy dashboard. So let's get started. The dataset which we are going to use is category, which has the category, subcategory and supplier attributes and the corresponding metrics. And the second dataset is customer, which has customer state and some metrics regarding it. We are going to create a sales dashboard. We'll have the overview tab and the detail tab. The overview tab will have category and customer overview. So you can see here is customer overview. Then these are the selectors we are having for category, subcategory and customer, and we can select, like here I've selected books and it will reflect or filter it. The next will be the detail tab, which will contain the detailed description. Here is the detailed one. So our structure will be, inside the document we'll have a body, there will be text header, there will be 3 selectors for category, subcategory and customer. There will be main panel stack, inside which we will have overview panel and detail panel. Overview panel will have overview panel stack with overview panel 1 and panel 2, which will have the grid 5 and 6 inside them. The detail panel will have a detail panel stack inside, a detail panel and a grid graph. Then we are going to have a selector which is main. So the selector main will help us choose between the overview panel and detail panel of the main panel stack, and there is a selector for overview which will enable to move between the overview panel 1 and the overview panel 2. We'll go to our developer, MicroStrategy developer, right click to create a dashboard. We'll get this window where we have general, which shows us the document, and there is a tab for dashboards. We'll click on this. Now we'll get the templates. We'll use a blank dashboard and click on OK. We will be prompted to select our report or data set. So here I have selected category and clicked on open. The dashboard opens. If we want to enter additional data set, like here we are going to get the customer also. So in the data tab we can add the data set. By default, when the dashboard is created, we can see a panel stack 1 and a panel 1 gets created. Additionally, a layout is also created. To get rid of the panel stack, we'll click on this panel 1, right click and click on delete. So it gets deleted, only the body is present. For getting rid of the layout one, we'll click on the format menu, here the document properties. We have to uncheck the show single layout tab. Now this layout is gone. Now let's get started with the customized document version. First we'll enter a text. So in the text we'll enter the data, like I'm entering sales dashboard. We can format this by adding borders, fill color and font colors, etc., even the size and all. So I formatted it here. Here for the left position I have given 0, top is 0, so it appears at the top. The width is 10.01. Next thing we'll do is add selectors. So this is the option to add selector here. There are different types of selectors. We are going to use a drop down selector. Now the selector gets added here as we see in the property list. For this we also have similar format options, and there is a properties option. We'll go to properties and we'll select the type of the selector. In the action tab we are going to select attribute element, and the source we have to select an attribute. So here we are selecting the category. The DHTML style selected is drop down. Here we can show option for all or uncheck it. And the last thing is available targets. For the selector, what will be the targets? This we will select after some time after we create our panels and our grids. The name for the selector I have given is select category. After this is created, we can click on duplicate for this and create the other selectors. So we're going to create the subcategory and customer also. Then we can right click and format it. We have the option to format the title as well as the container. And if we want a title here, like I have given select category, we have to go to data set, so the property set, and here we have to click the show title bar as true and select the title which we want to show. So here our three selectors for category, subcategory and customer gets created in developer. In the web we can see the same, this all gets created. Next thing we are going to do is create a panel stack and panel. So this is the option to select a panel stack. Once the panel stack is created, we have the option to format it, and there is a properties option for this item also. In the properties, if we go, we have the option to select add panels, duplicate them or rename them. So we are going to add panels here. I have added here the overview and the detail panel. So if you see, this is the overview panel. We can move them up and down and set them as current, so that whenever the dashboard opens, which one should be the current one, rename or delete it. My overview panel is created. Inside the overview, I am creating an overview panel stack and an overview panel as well. So this is overview underscore panel. In web, I can see this overview and overview underscore panel gets created. Inside the overview panel stack, we are going to add two panels, the overview underscore panel underscore 1 and overview underscore panel underscore 2. Since there are two panels inside the overview panel stack, we are going to insert a panel selector which will help us browse between these two. So we click on this. We have named this as selection overview. The action type here will be select panel. The DHTML style I've selected is radio buttons and orientation as horizontal. The last thing is the panel stack we have to select for which it will be effective. So it is the overview panel stack. This is the overview panel stack. Now we see two radio buttons for overview panel 1 and overview panel 2 gets created. Now inside the main stack, we created a detail panel. For the detail also, we'll add a detail panel stack as well as a detail underscore panel. In the detail, we'll add a grid and pull the data from the data set, that is the category. Here one thing to keep in mind, we will not be able to select the data from category and customer together in this grid. Even if we try to pull it, it will show as a disabled. So this is our detail, which contains the category, subcategory and all the metrics. Then in the overview panel which we created, here we are going to add a grid graph which is 5. Here we are adding subcategory, category and the revenue and cost metrics. For overview underscore panel 2, we are going to add the customer and the customer 3 metrics for customers. 4. Now, since our main panel stack has 2, that is the detail and overview panels, we need to have a selector. This is a selector main we have created to browse between these two. So action type will be select panel. Here I am using the DHTML style as button bar and orientation not vertical, I'll use horizontal because it takes less space. So we have used horizontal. And last thing is we have to select which panel it will be for. So it is the for main panel stack. This is the main panel stack. Now let's go to some formattings. For the main panel stack, we are going to, or for other panel stacks also, we can show title bar. We can uncheck this so that it doesn't display up at the top. Then we can format the containers as well as the titles with the background colors. Other thing is for the grid and graph which we are entering here, the width we can keep as fixed or fixed to contents. So difference is, if we give fixed to content, if it is not having more metrics or more data, there will be blank space shown here. So we can give fixed to contents. So here you can see this gets fixed and it will automatically arrange the space set in between. Other thing which we can do is give a name to this panel. So here for the title we can give category overview. It will be reflected here in the property set along with this in the heading. Last thing, the selectors which we created, that is a category, subcategory and customer. Now we can see there are the available targets, the panel stacks. This is our selector are available as well as our grid and graph. So for now we are selecting the targets as the grid graphs, the 3 grid graphs. The 5 and 6 was for overview and 1 was for detail view. Thank you for watching.